Hello everyone, welcome to SYBSc Chemistry class. This is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as an assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. As we know, chemical kinetics is concerned with the rate and mechanism of chemical change. So, in this lecture, we will discuss what is a rate of chemical reaction and also factors affecting rate of reaction. So, let's begin. Rates of reactions can be determined by monitoring the change in concentration of either reactant or products as a function of time t. Different reactions occur at different rate. On the basis of rate, reactions are classified as instantaneous or extremely fast reactions, extremely slow reactions, and reactions of moderate or measurable rate. If we consider few examples, rusting of iron, it is the example of extremely slow reaction. Then acid-base neutralization, it is example for extremely fast reaction, because if we add one drop of acid into base, it neutralizes very fast. Within a fraction of second it occurs. So it is the example of extremely fast reaction. And then various reactions which occur in considerable time, which we do in practical lab. These are nothing but the reactions of moderate or measurable rate. So these are the types of reaction rates: instantaneous or extremely fast reactions, extremely slow reactions, and reactions of moderate or measurable rate. In chemical kinetics, we deal with the rates of only those reactions which occur with measurable rate, that is, which are neither too fast nor too slow. So how we can define rate of chemical reaction? The rate of chemical reaction means the speed or the velocity of the reaction. The rate of a reaction can be defined by changes in the concentration of reactant or a product. So we can define the speed of chemical reaction or its reaction rate is the change in concentration of reactants or products per unit of time. For the reaction A to B, the reactant A is converted to product B. There are two ways of measuring the rate. First, the speed at which the reactant disappear, and the speed at which the products appear. Reversible reactions, as products accumulates, they can begin to turn back into reactants. Early on, the rate will depend on only the amount of reactants present. We want to measure the reactants as soon as they are mixed. So if we consider the reaction, reactant A is converted to product B. It is the graphical representation. By using two ways, we can measure the rate of reaction. First, the speed at which the reactants disappear, and second, the speed at which the products appear. So, the rate of reaction can be expressed as either the disappearance of reactant or the appearance of the product. Reactant A is converted to product B. So, there is disappearance of the reactant A when the formation of product occurs. Appearance of product B is equal to change in concentration of product B per unit time T. Disappearance of reactant A equal to change in concentration of reactant A per unit time. It is also represented by this graph. So rate of a reaction can be expressed as either the disappearance of reactant A and appearance of the product. Change in concentration of product per unit time. Disappearance of reactant is equal to change in concentration of reactant per unit time. It is given by this equation. Reactant A is converted to product B. Rate of reaction is given either by disappearance of reactant A and reappearance of product B. Appearance of product B and disappearance of reactant A. Rate is equal to minus change in concentration of reactant A per unit time. Rate is equal to change in concentration of product B per unit time. So delta A and delta B, these are the change in concentration for reactant and change in concentration for product. Here the negative sign is represented. So why it is negative? Because the reactant A decreases with time t. That means change in concentration of reactant A is negative. Disappearance of reactant and appearance of product B. By using that we can measure the rate of reaction. So this negative sign because the change in concentration of reactant occurs. Change in concentration of reactant is negative. A decreases with time t. Again, this one is the graphical representation. If we consider this reaction, reactant is converted to product B. As the time passes, all the reactant molecules are converted to product. That means there is the disappearance of reactant A and formation of product B as time passes. So it is also explained by using this graph. Rate is equal to change in concentration of reactant A per unit time. Change in concentration, that means the concentration of reactant decreases as time passes, and formation of product B, that means appearance of product B as time passes. So that are the two examples by using this graph. Now what are the units of rate? As we have considered the definition of rate of reaction, it is nothing but the change in concentration of reactant or product per unit time. So rate of reaction is equal to change in concentration divided by change in time. Therefore, as we know the concentration having the unit mole per liter and the time, it is generally expressed in second. So the reaction rate having the unit, that is moles per liter per second. But time may be given in any convenient unit, that is second, minutes, hour, day, or possible years. Therefore, the units of reaction rates may be moles per liter per second, moles per liter per minute, or moles per liter per hour. So these are the units of rate, reaction rate. Common unit is moles per liter per second. Most common unit of reaction rate is moles per liter per second. You should remember the units of reaction rate. Reaction rates and stoichiometry. To generalize for the reaction, consider a homogeneous reaction, that is AA plus BB gives CC plus DD, where small a, b, c and d, these are nothing but the stoichiometric coefficients in the balanced chemical equation, and capital A, B, these are the reactants, capital C and D are products. The rate at which any reactant is consumed is proportional to stoichiometric coefficients. So that is given by this equation. Rate is equal to minus 1 upon A, change in concentration of reactant A per unit time, equal to minus 1 upon B, change in concentration of reactant B per unit time, equal to 1 upon C, change in concentration of product C per unit time, equal to 1 upon D, change in concentration of product D per unit time. So reactant decreases and product increases. Disappearance of reactant, appearance of product. By considering this homogeneous reaction, the rate at which any reactant is consumed is proportional to stoichiometric coefficients. Here is the another way of looking at reaction rates. If we consider this reaction, notice that for every 1 mole of O2 that appears, 4 times as many moles of NO2 will also appear. In the meantime, twice as many moles of N2O5 will be disappearing as moles of O2 forming. However, the same reaction cannot have 3 different rates. Instead, we write the rate of the reaction as follows. Reaction rate is equal to minus 1/2 change in concentration of N2O5 per unit time, equal to 1/4 change in concentration of NO2 per unit time, equal to change in concentration of O2 per unit time. Here, the rate of the change in concentration divided by respective stoichiometric coefficients. To change the rate of reaction, one or more of the following things must happen. So these are the 3 important things. First one, increase the number of collisions between the reactant particles. Second, increase the energy of the collisions. Then decrease the activation energy. So by using these 3 important things, the rate of reaction can be changed. So what are the various factors which affect the rate of chemical reactions? So we will see factors affecting rate of reaction. The area of chemistry that is concerned with the speeds or rates of reactions, that is nothing but chemical kinetics. So reaction rates depend on the frequency of the collisions between the particles. So there are the 4 factors that affect the rate of reaction. These are physical states of the reactants, concentration of reactants, temperature, and presence of a catalyst. One by one, we will discuss the factors affecting rate of reaction. First, physical states. Reactions occur the fastest when the molecules are colliding quickly. When the reactants are the same state of matter, reactions tend to occur faster. When a solid has a larger surface area, a reaction proceeds faster. So if we take these 2 examples, we can observe that here the hydrogen ions can hit the outer layer of atoms, but not these in the center of the lump. And in second image, we can say with the same number of atoms now split into a lot of smaller bits, there are hardly any magnesium atoms in excessive to the hydrogen ions. That means when a solid has a large surface area, a reaction proceeds faster. So physical state and surface area both are the important factors affecting rate of reactions. So reactions occur the fastest when the molecules are colliding quickly, and when a solid has a larger surface area, the reaction proceeds faster. Then second, surface area. Increasing the surface area gives a faster reaction because more particles are exposed to the other reactant. The effect of surface area. When solids take part in chemical reactions, only the surface particles are exposed, so they are the only ones that can collide with particles of other reactants. So when we consider here, inner particles are protected and cannot collide with other particles until they become exposed, whereas the surface particles are exposed and they can react. So when solids take part in chemical reactions, only the surface particles are exposed, so they are the only ones that can collide with particles of other reactants. If we break up these lumps into smaller pieces, then the number of particles has not changed, but there are now more surface particles and there is now a greater surface area with more exposed particles. So more collision can occur. Hence, as the collision will be more, the reaction will be faster. So we should remember that what is the effect of surface area related to reaction rate. Larger surface area, faster will be the reaction. That means it is directly proportional. As the surface area increases, the reaction rate also increases. Greater surface area with more exposed particles so that collisions can occur faster. Collisions can occur and reaction will be faster. Now the next one, that is concentration. Most chemical reactions proceeds faster if the concentration of one or more of the reactant is increased. The increase in reaction rate is due to an increase in collisions of particles. So here low concentration, that means few collision, and more concentration, that means more collision. The increase in reaction rate is due to an increase in collisions of particles and the collision is related to concentration. Most chemical reaction proceeds faster if the concentration of one or more of the reactant is increased. That means if the concentration is more, the collision is more and the rate of reaction is also more. We can take the example. If we consider the reaction between zinc and hydrochloric acid, Zn plus twice HCl gives H2 plus ZnCl2. Here the two beakers we observe, in first 1 molar hydrochloric acid and second 2 molar hydrochloric acid. So there are more particles of acid per unit volume in the 2 molar acid than there are in the 1 molar acid. So that there will be more collisions between the acid and zinc particles in the stronger acid and hence it gives a faster reaction. So as the concentration increases, the collision increases and the rate of reaction also increases. That means if we compare this 2 molar hydrochloric acid having more collisions because it is a stronger acid and it gives a faster reaction as compared to 1 molar hydrochloric acid. Simply higher the concentration, more will be the collision and faster is the reaction. Higher concentration, faster reaction. Now the next factor, that is gas reactions or effect of pressure. The rate of reaction between gases is increased by increased pressure. In effect, pressure is the gas equivalent of concentration. So if we take this example, these two gas jars contain the same number of particles. The higher pressure jar has more particles per unit volume, which means a higher concentration, hence faster reaction. Low pressure, particle far apart, and if the pressure increases, the particles are closer together. As the pressure is less, particles far apart in the first jar, and if the pressure increases, the particles are closer together. That means higher the pressure, the faster will be the reaction. The rate of reaction between gases, it is increased by increase in pressure. So that is also one of the factor affecting the reaction rate. Now the next one, that is temperature. The rate of chemical reaction increases as temperature increases. As temperature increases, the particles collide more frequently and with greater energy. That means the temperature, it is also one of the factor affecting reaction rate. As the temperature increases, the collision increases and the reaction rate also increases. We can take the example. What is the effect of temperature on the reaction rate? So according to kinetic theory, as the temperature increases, the particles in a substance move about more quickly. So these are the examples, the reaction at 30 degrees Celsius and that is the reaction at 50 degrees Celsius. As the temperature increases, the number of collision increases as well as the energy of the collision also increases. So the temperature has a big effect on the rate of reaction. For every 10 degrees Celsius increase, the rate approximately doubles. If we increase 10 degrees Celsius, the rate will increase approximately doubles. So that the temperature having a big effect on the rate of reaction. According to kinetic theory, as temperature increases, the particles in a substance move about more quickly, collision increases, and that's why the reaction rate also increases. Simply, higher the temperature, faster will be reaction. So what is the effect of temperature on reaction rate? That is also directly proportional. As temperature increases, the reaction rate also increases. That means temperature is higher, reaction will be faster. Now the next factor, that is catalyst. So what is catalyst? How we can define catalyst? Catalyst, it is nothing but the substance which alters the rate of reaction. Catalyst speed of a reaction be changing the mechanism that leads to the products. Catalysts are not considered reactants or products. These are listed about the yield sign. After the completion of reaction, the catalyst is regenerated. So catalyst speed up a reaction by changing the mechanism that leads to the product. A catalyst is nothing but a substance that increases the speed of reaction without being used up. A catalyst can be recovered at the end of reaction and it is also used again. Catalyst reduces the activation energy of a reaction. We should remember that what is the function of catalyst, how the reaction rate changes. A catalyst reduces the activation energy of a reaction. Now what is the effect of catalyst on reaction rate? You can take this graph. Activation energy without catalyst, it is represented here, and the activation energy with catalyst. The lower activation energy in the presence of a catalyst means the reaction will be faster. More of the collisions have enough energy to react. There is a lower energy barrier. So we should remember that as the activation energy decreases in the presence of catalyst, that means the reaction will be faster. Simply, catalyst, presence of catalyst, that means the rate of reaction is faster by decreasing activation energy. So we have discussed the various factors affecting reaction rate. We can summarize all these factors in this image. First one, that is concentration of solution. Higher the concentration, higher the rate of reaction. Secondly, temperature, which is also one of the factors affecting rate of reaction. Higher the temperature, higher will be the rate of reaction. Next, catalyst. there are the two types of catalysts. One is positive catalyst, negative catalyst. If we use the positive catalyst, in presence of positive catalyst, it increases the rate of reaction. In presence of negative catalyst, it reduces the rate of reaction. So catalyst is nothing but a substance which alters the rate of reaction by decreasing the activation energy. Then pressure, one of the factor affecting rate of reaction, only affect the reaction which involves gas as a reactant. In that, as the higher pressure, higher will be the rate of reaction. That means pressure is also directly proportional to rate of reaction. As the pressure increases, the rate of reaction also increases. And the next factor, that is surface area, total surface area. For same amount of reactant, particles with smaller size has bigger total surface area. The bigger the total surface area, higher will be the rate of reactions. So these are nothing but the factors affecting the rate of reactions. We have discussed all these factors in detail with suitable examples. We should remember factors affecting the rate of reaction. So you should remember more about the rate. Why is the reaction fastest as at the beginning? Second one, why does the reaction slow down? And third, why does the reaction eventually stop? So if you observe this graph, there is a reaction fastest at the beginning, then it becomes slow, and again reaction it stops. So why this type of the graph is there? So this is where the concentration of the reactant is highest, therefore the reaction will be faster. At the beginning, the concentration of reactant is higher, therefore the rate of reaction is faster. As the reactants are used, their concentration decreases, so the rate of reaction also decreases. That means disappearance of reactant and appearance of product B. Why does the reaction eventually stop at the last point? One of the reactant is used up so that there can be no further reaction. That means all the reactant A is converted into product B. That means disappearance of reactant into product B. So at this point, one of the reactant is used up so that no any reactant is available, so that the reaction can be no further occur. So that is nothing but the graphical representation. Why the reaction is faster at the beginning, why it is slow at this point, and why does the reaction eventually stop. So that is the explanation related to this rate graph. So in this lecture we have discussed the definition of rate of chemical reaction, units of rate of reaction, and factors affecting rate of reaction. Now in next lecture we will see the next topics in detail. These are nothing but rate law, the expression of rate law according to law of mass action, order and molecularity. So all these topics we will discuss in next lecture, in next video. Thank you.